What's up, everybody? It is your boy DT Sensei. We're back again with another episode of the Commanders Draft podcast coverage. This week, we're going to be recapping all that's happened free agency, some of the moves that Adam Peters and Dan Quinn has made, much big moves that have done so far. So, how much of that will affect the 2026 NFL draft class? We also get to talking about some of the players, just a little bit of some of the signings and stuff. Will we go edge? Will we go running back? Will we go offense as the way it's looked this offseason? We're also going to be talking about our 19 defensive backs. We have 10 corners and we got 9 safeties. So buckle up. It's your favorite crew on Commanders Draft Coverage.
You're muted, DT.
Bro, it literally was not muted, then it suddenly muted me. Like, what? Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome Sunday night with you guys. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. It is Commanders Draft Coverage Pod. Your boy DT Sensei. We got Kyle in the building. Smoke eventually pop up here. And Deuce will eventually pop up here. We also have Radar in our background somewhere on the radio waves. But happy Sunday to you, Kyle. How's everything been this weekend?
It's been great, dude. You know, I was out of state working up in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and got back on Thursday, and I made sure to stop at Chocolate World up there. So bought my kids like these gigantic Hershey's Kisses because they absolutely love them. And so they got to smile when I got back, when I handed that to them. So it's been a good week. I got to be in the spaces a little bit more. You know, Deuce and Unk and Smoke kind of educated me on maybe a little bit too much because it tends to be a bad thing if you're in it too much. But you know, I seem to enjoy it, man. There's a lot of good, intriguing arguments that go on there. But I'm fantastic, DT. Another blessed Sunday. Got to volunteer at church today and celebrate our Lord. And so it's another beautiful day. How about yourself?
Everything's good, man. I had a great Sunday as well with the church with my family, and we had a good dinner. But was very itching to get on tonight's episode of this podcast because a lot has happened literally all last week from people wanting Adam Peters' head to now putting that crown back on the temple, as I say. So Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, they made a flurry of moves this past weekend with the legal tampering period, and Wednesday was officially the start of free agency. So just to know a couple of moves, they have Adafa Elway, they have Kayvon Chason, Leo Chenal. They are literally retooling this defense for Durante Jones to have any type of success this year. Of course, I know a lot of people are still kind of sketchy about some of the offensive moves we have done, but clearly Adam Peters have been pulling so close to being second place to almost majority of the big name free agents like a Romeo Dobbs and an Alec Pierce, who both went elsewhere or stayed at their respective teams. So what is your initial thoughts so far in the first week of free agency?
That Commanders Twitter in particular, I call it Commanders tennis. Because, you know, we are at one point, everyone's getting hit onto the side that Adam Peters is not doing his job. He's doing a terrible job and not being able to build up this football team. The following day, we get Leo Chenal, and then all of a sudden you see that ball get hit on the other side of the court. And everyone's starting to say, okay, Adam Peters is cooking. It's hysterical to watch it go down, DT, because, you know, like me and Deuce and others in the spaces, we're trying to tell people, calm down, you know, because you have to give credit to Adam Peters for not panicking. It's one thing to really want a guy and to overpay, and we've seen that kind of transpire here in the past in Washington, but it's very evident by this point that Adam Peters has a price point that he has listed on certain people. And honestly, I don't think he really cares how much he has in cap space. He's not willing to overpay for a guy if that's what their asking price is. He has deemed in his head and probably his peers on how much a guy is, what they'd be willing to pay, and they're not willing to panic and go over that amount. And you have to give credit to him for standing pat in that point. because they have done a phenomenal job of, like you said, building up this not only defense but offensive line, waiting out Chris Paul to where
Yeah.
we can bring him back. And it's almost like an afterthought at this point. Like everyone kind of forgot that Chris Paul was brought back. And so it's like amazing that they were able to kind of bring back the pieces they needed to, and Laramie Tunsil, Chris Paul, Allegretti, Wiley, and then be able to go down and grab somebody like Rashad White who can help out in the back end in the passing attack. And then Leo Chenal, my boy, Tim Settle, bringing the big man back. And DT, you and I have talked about this in our mock draft. What were they going to do at nose tackle if they're switching to 3-4? Well, that answer is in the big man himself, Tim Settle. I think they've done a fantastic job, and to cap it off on the top end with Nick Cross, I think they've done a very good job of laying the foundation of the roster. So now they can go anywhere they want in the draft, and you're not forced to play the rookie just because he's the first round pick. They can massage him in if they need to. They can work him in throughout the season if they need to. If he's that good, he wins at training camp, go right ahead. But I think they've done a very good job of building out everything that they need to and spreading out that foundation. That way, wherever position they do go, it's a quality room.
I agree, man. I think the biggest thing that I clearly saw with what Adam Peters and them have done was, once again, for a second straight year, was fortify the trenches, and that was getting edge rushers. They added edge rushers this year with uh, Oway. They added Caleb on Chason, and they also added Leo Chenal, who's a sending player. You know, I was watching him at Wisconsin. He was really like a spot starter. Then it had 14 starts the year before. Nick Cross was probably a sneaky pick. I did not expect them to go after, but they have really transcended in adding guys coming off of rookie deals, guys who are still in that youth, getting ready to hit their prime, and you're replacing all the guys last year's that we had with those guys. And even like just to look at the running back position, Rashard White, he's a solid pass catching running back out the backfield. But the Jerome Ford, getting him as well, you're basically replacing C-Rod and also McNichols because of the efficiency of how he is as a runner. Much better runner with more explosiveness in the running game to go with a Bill Krosky Merritt with the revamped offensive line. So I love what they have done so far. It'll be very interesting to see when we get in this conversation, where will they go at number 7 and also at 71, because clearly there is a spot that they have been trying to get for the past couple of weeks, wink, wide receiver. So I'm curious where they're thinking about when it comes to the 7th overall pick.
Well. Seems like that love train done came to a stop and it can't move nowhere. Yeah, I know. Like the love train that came to a stop, Jerome Ford and Rashad White, and that got people switching up a little bit. Smoke, what's up?
What we about 5 weeks out? That's that 5-week temperature, man. I ain't worried about that. When we get to the show before the draft, it's gonna be the love train, man. That's what it's gonna be. When we get to the show, what's up with y'all, man?
What's up, Smoke? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling, man? Yeah, man. Like I think Adam Peters, to me, like two things. I'm gonna get two things I was thinking about over the weekend. One is Adam Peters is making sure that Dan Quinn has everything that he needs to be successful. Right? He is building this team through free agency as if we don't have no draft picks.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what you want. Like we've talked about this time and time again, off season after off season, that when the draft comes, we want to be that team that's in position just to pick the best player available. Right. And that's what Adam has tried to do. Like even missing out on Pierce and Romeo Doubs, I still don't believe that takes that us missing out didn't pivot us to go do what he did. I think they was going to do all those things together, right? Like that's just how I think his approach was to free agency. Smoke, what you think about that? You're on mute, Smoke.
My fault. Yeah, man, I totally agree. We kind of talked about it, this week. As we got through free agency and we're entering, week 2 of it and stuff like that, man. So I do believe there's no excuses. There are no excuses for what, AP has been able to bring into this building, man. I agree with DT on, guys coming off those rookie contracts, looking for that second contract. And the guys that he got are, solid. Got plenty of starts under their belt. Some of them got starts, but yeah, man, I love everything we did right like this week, man, in these couple of days, bro. So yeah, I'm good. My fault, Cat. My fault. I know I was on mute. But yeah, I love everything, and I do agree that he's setting everything up like DQ. If you can't succeed with this, I don't know what you can succeed with. So yeah, man. And then just to think about real quick, the amount of injuries at certain positions last year, we were 4th, 5th string. Right now, it's like, shoot, we going 4 deep at some positions. So I'm not really mad at it, and it's good quality players at that 4th string spot, if that makes sense.
Let me go through some of these real quick. Excited about this season. We have upgraded almost every position. This was not the case on Tuesday on Monday night's pod. this is not the case whatsoever, bro.
None.
Wow.
And Tuesday, oh my gosh, this was not the case. Tramos, Nick Cross, Caleb Downs, secondary on lock. Somebody mentioned Mikey at free safety before I came in here. I don't know, but I guess that's something that we're gonna have to talk about. We got to do something in the wide receiver room. Defense load the box on us and force it. I agree with Deuce. Tweeted a few days ago, AP made these moves to free agents and don't leave much room for excuses for Dan next year or something to that effect. But look, man, we got a big pile for y'all today, man. We got 10 corners, DT, nine safeties. So let's get right into it, because the fact of the matter is, I think outside, depending on how you look at Odafe, depending on how you look at Odafe Owe, every other position group, probably outside of the quarterback, can still use a dynamic player. Because let me ask y'all this real quick. Out of the 7 to 10 players that might be possible at 7, Cal, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh no. How
many of those players will come right in and be the best player in that position group?
It's for a defensive end, that's really hard to be able to say, because for these guys to come in at the end, it's very hard right away to catch fire. So I understand where your mindset is at that point with edge. You could look at Caleb Downs with the safeties and say, would Caleb Downs be an upgrade over Will Harris? Nick Cross, I think, has free safety locked up, so you could look at that and say it's probably separate. That's maybe, but if you go like with Arvil Reese, like who right now would be playing what Arvil Reese does, because he's such a weapon in the X factor type of way. They would use him in a variety of ways that they can't really use anybody right now. You could maybe make the argument for Frankie Louvu, but I think Sonny Styles at this point, I think Sonny Styles would be an upgrade over just purely based on what a linebacker is asked to do. If you were to say, given with what we've seen from Jordan McGee, I love Jordan McGee and what he brings, but Sonny Styles is a freak in my personal opinion. So it's hard to say. And if you're looking for wide receiver 2, I do think that Cardinal Tate or Jordan Tyson, of those guys, those would be immediate starts in my personal opinion.
Smoke.
I could say Styles at the linebacker. would possibly be the best in that position group. I agree with Kyle on the edges. Yeah, one of the receivers. They're gonna come in and start. Like they're gonna be looked at as number 2 if we get them at number 7. They're gonna be looked at number 2 automatically.
Right.
Of course, running back. I believe, you know what I mean, Jeremiah Love get drafted, it'd be the best in the room that we have now. Yeah, and that's and I agree with matter of fact, I think Mansour Delane could have a shot at being the best in that room off the break. So there are some guys. Yeah, there are some guys, man, that I feel comfortable with at 7. I just listed off about 4 or 5, and somebody's falling to us. Falling to us.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very wedding cut like. Go ahead, DT. After you give us yours, DT, you can go into DT gonna run us through the corners and the safeties.
So I agree with y'all saying, because I feel like when it comes to the edge room, we understand, you know, the dynamics of the draft possibly could be now, you know, someone might fall there at 7, but when you're looking at a Sonny Styles, even a Mansour Delane comes up now, because right now, even with the corner room, we don't have, you know, a guy there. I mean, Trey Amos can be a guy, but you know, he only played a little bit. And Mikey Sanders we're still trying to figure out. So corner is still somewhat of a need at that spot. Wide receiver, we clearly see they're trying to address that with the utmost importance, and you get a guy that'll be an instant starter. Any of the 3 wide receivers I'll be comfortable with. Sonny Styles is interesting because now we see with the linebacker room, it's a lot of guys that are versatile, and he's the guy that screams versatility as well. Well, I know we talk about Arvell Reese, you know, with him being an edge rusher and, you know, putting his hand against offensive tackles, but Sonny Styles can be a blitzer. He can have the green dot. He can go sideline to sideline. So this just opens up many more conversations. And, of course, Caleb Downs as well. I don't think they're done the safety room as well either. So many possibilities at 7.
Styles would be great because he could be hybrid safety linebacker. Caleb Downs covers a lot of field, that safe coverage and run stop. That could be my Buckeye bias, though, bro. I'm telling you, like Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, and even some of Arvell Reese, they look like and they sound like and they're a profile like Flores type guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like Slim was good.
Somebody brought up my boy. You saw that, Deuce?
Oh, what I see? What they bring up?
Where's Slim been up to, man? I haven't seen Slim in the spaces.
He came back. They made him mad again.
Not Slim. Hey, Mitch, Cole Wisniewski, man. I don't think it's going to be a 7th, bro. I think it's going to be higher than that. Probably around the 5th to 6th range. But he's a day 3 guy, but that we're going to cover Cole here in a minute.
No, this is not credit to me. Somebody brought this out on the stream last night. We only got, I'm not counting. Who was their name, Smoke? Like, I'm not counting the Darius Rush and them dudes.
Hey, man, get credit to Carl Vickers and Darius Rush, man. What are we doing?
We only got 3. We only got 3 corners on the roster.
That being said, if you looked at Minnesota last year, they had Fabian Moreau and Jeff Okuda playing at corner. And so I think that speaks a lot to that system, saying it doesn't matter who we have playing corner. We're going to bring enough pressure that they're going to play above. So we'll put that caveat in there.
Yeah, give me Carl Vickers over Fabian.
All right, DT, on you, man. Let's run through it.
All right, here we go. Everybody, this how? I don't think that's how we want it.
Oh, this is me, Malik Muhammad.
You up first, bro.
All right, Malik Muhammad, 6-foot corner, 182 pounds, ran a 4.42, 40, 39-inch vert, 10-10 broad. He's good to great in man-to-man coverage. He mirrors wide receivers very well. I'm looking at my notes right here. Very athletic. He's a great communicator as well.
DT,
listen,
go back a little bit, DT.
We're gonna need great communication, even especially with a system that brings a lot of pressure. I like Malik Muhammad, like he mirrors them receivers, stuff like that. What else I got on him? And he's a willing run defender. Like there are some other clips that I didn't put in here where you will literally see him come up, even right here. Like I know that's not a run, but at the same time, he don't mind putting his nose in there and getting dirty.
That was a screen, right? That was a screen.
Yeah, that was a screen.
Yeah.
That was a screen.
Similar.
So yeah, I really like Malik.
I love that, man. Look how he come up out of this break.
Yeah. Couldn't find I think I found a PFF grade, but I forgot to write it down. It was more, I think it was like 70.5.
Oh,
wasn't on the high end.
I gotta go back. I have to go
replay that. Because don't they teach you not to turn away? You always turn with?
Let me see what we
unless somebody on their horses.
This is a part of his great hips, though. Like he has
you're absolutely right.
Hips, bro. Like look at that. Like, and then he able to make it up. That was a false turn.
You know what? Go back, bro. Mikey would have been 10 yards off the ball.
Come on, that burst.
He'd have been 10 yards off that wide receiver if he would have turned.
That burst when he switches those hips and he turns his burst. That first step. Watch that.
I gotta see this in real time.
Boom.
It's a smooth turn, man, and that's that's not teach tape, y'all. That is not teach tape. But
and look how he turned into a wide receiver.
Yeah,
look how he look how he's right there. Yeah, but look how he turns into a wide receiver and gets upfield to play the football.
To play the football, man. So yeah, I really like Malik Muhammad. Can't really gauge, you know what I mean, where he's going at. I'm gonna say more so third from what I'm seeing. But this dude, whoever get him, gonna be good, and I hope that, you know, even if it's at 71, you know what I mean, I think he'll be a good outside corner to go along with Trey Amos.
What's his measurables?
6 feet 182. He could put on a little weight, but he plays bigger than that 6 feet 182. 4.42 40, stuff like that. So,
4.42.
Yeah, you see him coming up. Like coming up, making plays. So he definitely plays bigger than that.
Oh man, this me again. This is my absolute favorite of the people I sent. Keontae Scott. We all famous play in the national championship. Him jumping a screen route, taking it to the house.
Oh, is he an edge rusher? Wait a second. Wait a second. Go back. Wait a second. Go back. Like you see the shoulder drop.
You want to talk about versatility coming off the edge? He's a great blitzer, man. 90.5 PFF rating. That's 3 out of 897 defensive back. He was ranked 3rd overall. He's the 3rd overall ranked corner. 17. He had 17 total pressures. Let that sink in. 17 total pressures in 2025.
Smoke, you might be onto something, bro.
Yeah. He got good eye discipline.
Hold
up. Bro,
he hits like a linebacker.
Wait a second, bro. Hold up.
Like I'm telling you, man.
Hold up. DT, please go back. Wait a second.
Right there. Look at it.
What position does he play?
He play nickel. He the best nickel in the draft, if you ask me. He the best nickel in the draft.
That's a hole. Ref got to throw that flag.
He the best nickel in the draft.
I would have been pissed, bro.
Yeah, he a great blitzer too, though, man. But like, look at him come up in the run game. You know what I mean? Cutting off angles and stuff like that. I don't think the clip in here from the national championship game, but it's very famous, man. They were trying to throw a smoke screen. He jumped that thing and housed it, man. So Keontae Scott is very versatile, man. I really like him. 5'11", 193, 64 tackles, and he had 13 tackles for loss this season.
Hold up, as a nickel back?
As a nickel.
He said, so, how old is he? Slim said that's a 28-year-old.
I don't think, come on, bro. Keontae ain't 28. He ain't 28.
He said the crypt keeper.
He said he's going to be 34 in September. Wait a minute. Let me see how old he is, man. He a super senior. Hey, Cal, that's where I got super senior from Slim. You used to call him super seniors. Let me see how old he is.
He got to be at least 20, 21 or 22.
You look at least 30.
He's 24.
He's 24.
He's 24?
Yeah, he'll be 25 before the season starts in August. He'll be 25. He was a fifth-year guy, but you know what I mean? This dude is good, man. Like I believe he's the best nickel in the draft.
Well, I particularly like that one a lot, Smoke, because when you talk about Durante Jones wanting to bring a lot of pressure, it would make sense to bring in somebody like that. You highlighted what the 17 tackles for losses, right? You showed that he can rush over the lineman using in that kind of going over the guard. You showed him almost lining up at edge, coming at that standpoint. So it would fit what Durante Jones likes to do, because Durante Jones, one thing is versatility, and Keontae Scott would absolutely provide that for you. Given with where he's going to be going, well, you said third round is his projection right now?
Yeah, third round. Yeah, I got him and Malik similar, like in that third round range. But yeah, it was 13 tackles for loss and 17 pressures. It's 17 pressures.
That's insane to me, bro. That is insane to me. And he got a little toolbox around the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling you gonna be there for the draft party, or you talking about at the game? But either way, yeah, man, tap in with us, man. We'd love to chop it up with you when y'all get here, man.
I call you up next.
Yeah, my boy Devin Marshall. We met with him, I think, at the East West Shrine Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. DT, if you can correct me on that. This dude at NC State, he wasn't targeted a lot, but he's one of the highest rated by Pro Football Focus that they have in terms of just overall rating of all cornerbacks. This is a dude I think is going to transition very nicely to slot at the next level. 5'11", 200 pounds. He was rated 8th overall out of 908 cornerbacks. This dude is very, very good at strapping up, and this is a guy I feel very confident with at the next level. He's somebody who went against some very good competition, light on his feet. He's able to come up, make plays on the football, very fluid athlete. We've talked about the NC State defenders before, all very athletic guys. And him in particular, you don't get all the limelight at NC State, but you go against some very good competition. And I loved what he did here against Deuce Robinson, who is going to be a fantastic wide receiver in next year's draft, if I'm not mistaken. He's somebody who's not scared of the competition, goes up, and I think Deuce has at least, 4 inches on him in height. And he's playing up to par with him. Recovery speed is obviously there. He plays a lot in press man. I think that he can be somebody that can transition to nickel or slot next level and be able to help you, especially in those crossing routes. He recovers very, very well. And that's somebody I've had my eye on for a while now. I think Devin Marshall would be a very good fit for this defense.
This dude had 9 pass deflections in one game.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's a whole season's worth.
How's that even? Who they play? How's that even possible?
Was it against FSU?
It was Florida State, I believe.
Yeah, I most remember him.
He had 2 interceptions in the game.
Yeah, I most remember him playing against Notre Dame, and I wish I could have found that film. Of course, you can probably go back and look at that game in its entirety, but he stood out a lot from that cornerback position.
He ran that route for him.
Yeah.
I did mean to ask you, and I'm sorry, Smoke. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and you too, Cal. On your first 2 guys, be any one of those guys could be a true free.
Yeah.
No, those are 2 like strictly. One is outside corner, one is nickel.
He's saying safeties, I think.
Yeah, not the 2.
Oh no, we doing cornerbacks now. Never mind. Go back. Never mind.
But I do have the stats listed for how many deep snap counts they had at safety. If you want
when we go over to safety, get those. And when we do, for in case I forget, let us know which one of these guys can be true free safeties in the league.
All right. Yeah, Andre Fuller, the cornerback from Toledo. If you guys are safety nuts like myself, there's another guy from Toledo who's coming out. Is fantastic, and Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Then we're going to talk about a little bit later. But Andre Fuller, 6'2", 202 pounds. He was rated 51st out of 908 cornerbacks. Another guy who plays up to the skill level. I think that he's somebody that can transition very, very well at the next level, given his skill set, his height. I think somebody like Seattle who likes taller corners, and which is funny because we thought that about Dan Quinn coming here, is that he liked taller corners. Somebody who could play press, who could play off, and honestly is very, very good at getting his head around, turning around for the football. I really do like Andre Fuller as a late round kind of flyer. I think he's projected day 2, day 3. But like in my mock that I posted the other day, I had us taking Chris Johnson in this 3rd round and then took Andre Fuller in the 7th. And I think that like adding more bodies, those big dudes that come up can make plays, I think this pays dividends for this kind of defense of what we want to do and being able to versatility and be able to play on the football. And this is absolutely what Andre Fuller brings to the table.
Very instinctive player. Very instinctive player. There's another guy on the other side. I believe his name is Avery Smith. He's definitely solid as well.
Toledo's defense had some ball players on it, man.
All right, next player we have is Colton Hood. Colton Hood, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember what school he transferred from.
Get used to that defensive lineup right there. You see how many guys they had on the line?
Yeah. Colton Hood, I can't remember where he transferred from, but he's a very solid man-to-man corner. Especially with having McCoy out for majority of that season, he still stepped up to the plate and made the plays necessary as well, going in the SEC and also playing against the likes of guys, even like Chris Braswell at practice. I can see this guy going day 2, probably late day 2, outside corner. I'm not sure, does he have that inside versatility, but I think he could be a strictly outside corner.
What's his measurables?
If I could pull it up on my thing, they want to be slow today. This is Radars, by the way. Let's see.
I'm on mute all this time I'm talking. Hey, Radar, listen. You want to keep sending in names? Like, you gonna have to do like a AI recording or something, bro. Like, these your people. These your people. I know you listening. You gonna have to do some AI recordings or something,
some
man.
Cliff Notes or something.
Cliff Notes is crazy. Hey, yo.
He's got to get on camera and record something.
He gotta do something, bro.
I know.
He be the first one too. He be pressed. He pressed to do college.
The Avi King.
All right, where we go? All right, here we go. 6'2", 203.
Julian Neal.
Yeah, 6'2", 203.
Woo.
He's a senior. 2 interceptions last year, 10 pass defense, 55 tackles, 32 solo tackles. We got
he started at Fresno State.
Yeah, go ahead, DT.
Yeah, he started at Fresno State first 3 years, then he ended his senior year at Arkansas. Has the prototypical length, like you said, 6'2", physical press corner. Look at this play right here. This is against Memphis, and his ability to turn around and make the play on the ball there. Has instincts to play recognition to help him stay in phrase and anticipate his routes. And since you're 6'2", you got to be very aggressive when it comes to run support. And he has experience all over the place, wink, wink, at safety and nickel and outside corner. So he brings that versatility to any defense.
Okay. All right, Radar. Where did you write that all up, DT, or did Radar send that in?
No, we just
I wrote this up.
You wrote that up?
Don't do me like this. This is 1,300 pages of prospects.
That's all. No, I think it was very well done. That's why I was asking.
All right, so this is my guy, Davidson Igunosa, a.k.a. we call him Iggy at Ohio State. Iggy transferred from Ole Miss to play the final 3 years at Ohio State, and now I will say he was probably one of our aggressive playmakers in the secondary because he'll always get penalties and stuff. but this year he improved with penalties. He only had at least 3 called. Outside of last year, he had 13 penalties called on himself. But he's a very physical corner. Played one-on-one against some of the best wide receivers, and of course, playing at Ohio State every day, developed here. Makes play on the football. Interceptions went up his second year, and they didn't really target him his senior year. So the one thing I will say about Iggy is if he can clean up on the techniques, which will lead to penalties and stuff, he can be a starting upside corner in the National Football League.
There were some of those plays against Ohio State. They were getting torched up, but I don't think it's on him. I think it was on the other Styles brother.
Garbage.
Yeah. He mirrors very well.
And this right here, this is Dalen Everett, corner out of the University of Georgia. A little local guy to my heart from Norfolk, Virginia. Multiple year starter at the University of Georgia. They call him Big Play Everett. When there were games, they had big games such as likes of Alabama, Ole Miss, and Texas multiple times. He always made the big plays, whether it was an interception return for a touchdown, whether it was a fumble recovery, whether it was strip shot. They call him Big Play Dalen. And he's a very physical corner that can be a starter as well in the NFL. This is a sack on Arch Manning. And this is one of my personal favorite corners that I would like on day 2 if he's there. He's always making plays around the football when it's necessary. He also can play inside and also play outside. All right, Kyle, you are up next. I got your guy, Chris Johnson. This took all day to find.
Yeah, I hope they included the Titanic highlight that he did. He really Titanic the guy, and it was phenomenal. But this guy, he's been mocked in the first round. He's going to be phenomenal at the next level. I think he's about 6'1", 6'2". He's a dude that's going to play up for you, especially against those taller wide receivers that you have. I think he's somebody that has that dog mentality who comes up in big ways, and phenomenal in press coverage, I think, in my personal opinion. He does get cheated a little bit when you do the deep go routes, but I do think that he has enough length to be able to recover on those. And he does a good job of playing the boundary, of using the sideline as an extra defender. It does get him caught sometimes, but I do think that Chris Johnson is going to be phenomenal at the next level, and I think that he is very good chance that he's going to scoot his way up into the first round.
Do the level of competition worry y'all when it comes to corners?
Yes, sometimes. Because like
that one was disgusting.
Technique. Like just take technique for example. They may not, have to use all, the type of technique to lower the level of football. So, some of these guys may see a big school once a year, things of that nature, and it could dictate, who they really are. But yeah, I would think so, man. But you try to look for technique more than anything.
Tupac boxing. If you got some, we don't have Devin Moore out of about 16. Let me see, 10 corners. So if you got some stuff on, just put it in the chat. I'll start and we'll come back to it towards the end of the show. I'm sure DT got notes.
So someone just posted Devin Moore today. I've been looking for him for the past 2 months.
Mm-hmm. He said Radar is a mole.
It's funny, Mitty, because I said last week on the Spaces that Radar is AP's burner.
Yeah. All right, I'm back up next. My guy, Takario Davis from the University of Washington. He is a transfer as well from the University of Arizona. He is 6'4", 190 pounds. He's 21 years old. He ran a 4.3 at the NFL Combine. He was second team All Pac-12 and Big 12. Has the elite length and frame to play. Just reminds you of one of those taller corners from the Seahawks back in the day. Very instinctive. His zone coverage is physical at the line of scrimmage. Top end speed will probably get to him. He doesn't have that elite downhill speed, which can affect him sometimes when he's going vertical. But he also has the ability to make corrections while in coverage. He didn't have the play one of the games this year, but he had a play where he got burned on a crosser. He came all the way back underneath and made the play on the football. As you see, he makes the play right there. So this is a guy as well you can have on the outside with an aggressive scheme like Durante Jones, really the one. You can have an outside with Trey Amos, and you can have a rotation of Mikey and now newly acquired Amik Robinson as well.
6'4", ran a 4.3. Whew.
All right, we are now at the safeties down.
Yes. Let's go.
Jacoby.
Yes.
Jacoby Thomas out of the U, 6'1", 211. He had an 84.2 grade, 34th out of 94 safeties graded.
Oh my goodness.
He had 4 interceptions, 12 total pressures. Listen, man, this dude, bro, listen, I just call him a ball player, man. I know we're trying to look for that deep safety or whatever it is, but I think he can do both. I think Jacoby can do both. He's very instinctual, man. Look at that. Look at that interception right there, man.
Hold on, wait a second. Are them wristbands up and down his arms?
Up and down his arms, yeah, man. Like my man.
I don't think is that tape or wrist? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, those are
I've ever seen that before.
Looks like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I love that.
He a transfer kid from 4 different schools, y'all. You know what I mean? He got good size, good instincts, and he got a decent ball skills. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, he had 4 interceptions on the season, and he's also a guy that had 12 pressures. Look at him up closer to the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Fits more of like that Nick Cross role. Actually, one of his comps was Nick Cross. I know we're looking for that deep safety or whatever it is, but I think if he was forced to play it, I think he could get it because of his range and everything like that and his good instincts. But yeah, that's the national championship game, I believe. Yeah. No, not national championship game, playoff game, right?
Yeah.
What's day 3? What round?
Jacoby more like day 3-ish. I'm looking at right now.
I'm about to say 4th. Based on the measurables.
Yeah, 4th. Yeah, that's day 3, right? Yeah, so day 3-ish. Yeah. 6'1", 211, man. That's good size. Lewis Moore, safety out of Indiana University, bro. I had to look for someone on this defense when I walked in the position.
Wait a minute.
This is the play. This is the play right here. Oh, wait.
Hold up. Hey, got some attitude with him.
He had a 75.4 PFF grade, 5 interceptions this season. That ranked 5th out of 914 of eligible safeties. 5'11", 191. I consider him a late bloomer with a high IQ. He's a late bloomer with a high IQ. What else I got down here? And he played some robber too. So, but as you see right here, you know what I mean? Like, it all depends. I know we're looking for that single high once again, but that I think he could do that. Because he got good range, man. A guy with 5 interceptions on the season and stuff like that. I really like Lewis Moore. He's a day 3 guy, though. Lewis Moore's a day 3 guy.
From the guys I have listed, Smoke, Lewis Moore is 2nd overall in the most deep snaps out of the safety with 471. So he greatly outweighs than playing in the box or anything. It's more so of deep.
Mm-hmm. He was a first team All Big Ten, and my last note on him, he can improve if he in man-to-man coverage. That's one thing he can do. He can improve on that. But Hey, man, he's a smart dude. We all saw that Indiana team. They full of just studs. They full of football players. You know what I mean? Guys that I think would take coaching, especially at the next level, and elevate their game, bro. So Lewis Moore, I'm going to say day 3 right now, but that's good stats you gave me, though, Kyle.
And the Commanders did meet with him at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. My only concern is because he transferred a lot when he was in college. I got him now 24 years old, 6 years, been to multiple schools, and he actually came back to Indiana. Really, he only really had 1 year of elite production. So I wonder, about the cap. Can he get better when he gets to the league? That's really my own concern. But I mean, watching him, and even Trey was high on this kid this year. Kyle put out the note that many times he plays single high. We clearly need someone that can man the middle of the field from up top, and I will give him some consideration. I do have some concerns though.
Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that he's playing single high for all of those. It just means that he played more snaps deep than he was. So difference it between the inside the box and deep. So they could be in 2 deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's purely based when the snap.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
All right, cool.
All right, next up is after this is going to be your guy, Kyle.
Zakee Wheatley, DG just asked about this in the comments, and I had to laugh because I asked Smoke about this in Spaces the other day with Zakee Wheatley. This dude shows up. He's able to get after the passer. He's a phenomenal open field tackler. Many times you see this. He comes up and helps in the run game, but also has very good tracking ability. There was a play against Ohio State that we'll see here that Carnell Tate takes a deep bomb, and Zakee Wheatley is able to come over and bring him down for a tackle before he gets a touchdown. And that's something that pays dividends later on down the road. Here, this is him coming up again, laying the lick on the running back on the screen. Here, another one, open field tackle, breaking down. You see him coming up, making the play on the running back. This one is on Jeremiah Smith, open field, one-on-one, brings him down. I think that he's a very underrated guy. Here he's utilized as a passer. It still is a touchdown because Penn State, for some reason, didn't have very good corners. But Zakee Wheatley, this is the play I was talking about where this should be a touchdown, and Zakee Wheatley is able to come back across playing high and make a play on the football. Here he tips the ball that Julian Sand threw and helped him get into the Heisman conversation. I'm sorry to all my Ohio State fans, but that should not have been a touchdown, but Jeremiah Smith just somehow makes plays. But I think that this is a dude that you can feel very comfortable with from a free safety standpoint, because I've said so many times, as a free safety, you have to be a good open field tackler. You are the last line of defense, and that's the one thing that we heard about Quan Martin last season was his missed tackles just blew up plays. And if you can come up and make open field tackles, you could be that last line of defense. Your defense is just that much better. And I think Zakee Wheatley obviously fits the bill. And he had 316 deep snaps this season, outweighing in the box. So this is somebody that can do both, but has a lot of experience in the deep field.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, this is my boy. All right, Cole Wisniewski from Texas Tech. Probably one of the biggest sleepers in this draft class. This dude makes plays. He didn't catch that football, by the way. This is him fighting through a block, coming up on the running back. He's a former linebacker, and you could see it in his hands that he's not able to catch footballs, but that's also why he plays defense. Here, he nearly gets the one-handed interception, leaping up for that football. Again, here he comes up and knocks and hits the wide receiver, forcing the incompletion. Here, this is him. You could see can you replay that again? Go back for that one. You can see where he's at as a former linebacker on this play. He's shallow, comes up, reads it, and is able to get that tackle for loss on 3rd and 2. Monumental play. Here, another one where he's approaching line of scrimmage, bringing down the ball carrier. You see this a lot for Cole Wisniewski, where he's come up making these plays. But you also see the plays in the back end. That's him one-on-one with Jordan Davis. They sent a corner blitz in. He was on an island with Jordan Davis and was able to bring him down. Another one where you see him navigating the line of scrimmage, come up, make a plays in the run game. This one, he sniffs out a screen and goes through 2 blockers to make this tackle. I think Cole Wisniewski is one of the biggest sleepers in this draft class. This is him on one of my boys, the tight ends, Dallin Bentley from Utah, who's going to get possibly drafted this year in coverage. I think this cat can come in right away. He's a bigger dude, I think 6'2", 6'3", and he can come up and really help you out in the back end, adding as like an extra, like a super slot, similar to a Nick Immanwori type of way if you really truly needed him to. But I think he has the range in the back end and the body size to be able to help you inside the box, but also has the range to be able to help you in the back end for deep field. And he himself had 452 snaps deep this season, more so than playing in the box.
Did you watch him at North Dakota State?
Absolutely not.
You should watch at North Dakota State too.
Okay. I should. Okay. Because like me personally, I like looking at what have you done for me lately kind of thing. Why somebody like Harold Perkins from LSU, I didn't want to go back to 2024 and look at. Like I'm looking at 25 to see how you look right now. But like I've gotten this conversation so many times, DT, with people like, no, I just want to look at 25. I don't want to look at 23, 24, and which is one of the reasons why I didn't look at Gerald McCoy from Tennessee. I wasted about 10 minutes watching 2025 Tennessee defense film until I realized that he wasn't coming on the field.
Gotcha. All right,
dog tag crashing out of Genesis Smith. Anybody got anything on him after?
So I tried looking. Look, Dog Tired has been talking about Genesis Smith, and he is a dog. He is very, very good. Finding Arizona film is incredibly hard. You guys who have access to all 22, or I know DT had sent in a couple of the YouTube channels where you could find like individualized prospects you could probably find on Genesis Smith. But my goodness, I could not find anything on him for the longest time. There was like one game provided. He is somebody who could come up and play and make some and he really was the heartbeat for that defense. I like Genesis Smith a lot. And I think of Dylan Thieneman, if he gets drafted high, somebody like Genesis Smith is really going to benefit from that. He's going to be drafted much higher than expected.
Yeah, I do got some on Genesis, but I couldn't find them on the timeline.
He had 451 snaps deep this season, Genesis Smith.
Okay. All right, so since Radar is Ghost, I already have Caleb Downs as one of my players, so I'll speak for Radar as well. So Caleb Downs, the number 1 safety to some in this NFL draft class, one of the most cerebral players in college football. You see him can play over top. You see him play in the box. You see him play him outside. He just makes plays, and he just coaches guys and put them in a place to make plays themselves. He's always going to fill in the box right here. He's always going to move around. Look at this interception. Makes a play on the football. Caleb Downs is a chess piece for your defense. He's a guy
DT, can you go back real quick, DT?
He picked that ball off, DT, on that play?
Yes, he did. I memorized it because literally after that, we threw another interception.
Okay.
Painful day for me.
That was just a terrible
throw. Look how he comes across the defense, though, from hash to hash on that play. Like, that's the type of stuff that Flores likes from a lot of his players.
And speaking to that, DT, looking at his snaps, he was perfectly like in sync with box and deep. I think it was 240 at each. So to your point, he does play both.
And box was broken down too. Like you can go even further and break box down from linebacker, edge rusher.
You're absolutely right. And for Durante Jones, I think DT's on it where he's somebody that he can move literally all over. You see him helping out at all 3 levels.
Just think of a Josh Metellus and a Harrison Smith.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Smoke. What's the least important position in the Brian Flores defense?
The least important.
I got the answer.
Anybody, throw it out there. What y'all thinking?
Corner.
I was going to say between corner and probably interior defensive.
I'm about to say I was thinking D tackle because of Javon Hargraves. That's what I was thinking of how he responded on like a IG post about if you're an interior lineman and you're looking, to get stats in the Flores system, it's not the system for you. So I would lean towards interior D line.
Who picked AJ Halsey?
Radar
did. He had the most deep snaps out of the ones I have written with 484.
I want to watch Harrison Smith last year. I think I'm going to watch him when I do go and watch Minnesota defense. I want to watch Harrison Smith.
Watch Metellus too.
AJ Halsey, dude, he had this one forced fumble on the goal line. I forget who was it again. Maybe it was Ole Miss that I watched, but he's a playmaker.
Oh, wait a second. Go back. Wait a second. Wait, look where he came from. Bro, he's like 20 yards off the ball.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah, I remember him at Houston making plays, and he come to LSU and still do the same thing.
Hey DT, I just sent you some film on Genesis. If I don't know if you'll be able to upload it or not.
I think Deuce might have a better shot at doing that because that's what Deuce was doing before, right? You were just
send it to me, Smoke.
You were just mirroring like our Twitter feeds and stuff.
Arizona got 3 safeties, which is crazy. He's a hitter too, man. Like he make plays in the box.
Nigga, bro. Is something else, bro. Ritter Radio tomorrow at 8 a.m., bro. Like, man, I don't know what to do with that guy.
Play right here.
Man.
They needed that one. That was a play. Read the eyes, everything.
I like guys who don't fold under pressure when they back up against the in the red zone, man. All right, Smoke. Let me see if I can get this up.
He rocks the visor.
We had a dude with 4 wristbands on his arm. Got to do with a visor. Last week we had to do with
the neck roll.
Yeah, neck roll.
I wore a neck roll. I'm always for that.
I did too. I used to wear that.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was uncomfortable though, but it was just the nonsense of it. Let me see. Yeah, because we used to watch the program before homecoming games. He watched that joint. Everybody had a neck roll. We started doing a sock. You know how I used to like get a sock and stuff a sock or whatever.
Is this another radar?
No, this is me now.
All right, good job, DT. I like Bishop Fitzgerald.
All right, Bishop Fitzgerald from Woodbridge, Virginia. He transferred from NC State. He is a ball magnet. He made plays for USC this past season before the knee injury. I have him down as a guy. He had 5 interceptions in 10 games before injury. He had a background as a high school quarterback, which I feel like gives him understanding of route concepts and to understand where the quarterback is going to anticipate. He's 5'11". He's 22 years old. He's first team All Big Ten and All-American. 16 interceptions in his career. He's a ball hawk. Now, he doesn't have the raw score that everybody is looking for. But the last time we seen someone who didn't have a good raw score but still made plays, that was Xavier Watts from the University of Notre Dame who got drafted to Atlanta Falcons. So this guy, he just going to be all over the place. You can see him play single high and watch him anticipate, makes a play, and he brings the yards back for his offense.
He plays a lot like Ed Reed does, doesn't he, DT? Where he's just in the right place. He puts himself in those positions, and he comes down with the football. I think he's a very smart, instinctual player from a safety standpoint. He had 303 deep snaps this year, and I don't know if I can't look it up for you right now, but if that's a huge discrepancy to his box snaps, I wasn't aware of his injury until DT said it. So that might show that he is much more as the deep than he is coming into the box.
Yeah. They had 3 safeties in that USC defense. Christian Pierce was a redshirt freshman that they started to ease in with Ramsey, who we'll talk about later. Got hurt. But Bishop is a ball hog, man. Like, those are guys I'm looking for. All right, you're next up.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I just got a name for you. Cam Curl reincarnated. This cat right here. He dominates inside the box, coming up and helping.
I tell you what, hey, Smokes, 2 people we know he loves. Cassius Howell and Cam Curl.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's more. There's more that I love. But yes, it's those 2, absolutely. And I think that Emmanuel McNeil Warren really does come up and play that way. He comes up and helps in the run game a heck of a whole lot. You can, I think it was this Kentucky where he comes up and just smacks the running back. Yep. Fantastic tackler and being able to come up and help in the run game, stabilizing kind of the middle of the field. And this is somebody that when you rely on, he's going to come up and make a play for you. He's another safety that if Dylan Thieneman goes high, that is going to benefit along with Genesis Smith, that he could possibly launch into the early second, mid-second being selected there. Because somebody's going to see his measurables, seeing he's over 6 foot, 200 pounds, coming up and helping in the run game, and is going to be a captain for your defense for a long time. I think Emmanuel McNeil Warren has a long pro career.
That Toledo defense, man. Them boys be hunting.
He can play, man.
What's this? Because it looks like he's at free, like almost a lot of these plays.
I'll look it up for you right now.
But his first step is always up though. So I wonder.
6'2", 2 pounds.
This is a guy that should be available in the 3rd, right?
It depends on what happens with Dylan Thieneman.
No, I'm talking about Camry Ramsey. Kamari.
Oh, my
Ramsey.
bad.
Oh, yeah. You can see him 3rd round. His game is very similar to Caleb. He just doesn't, he plays at USC. He's very versatile. Can play nickelback, play strong safety. He can play over top. You can put him anywhere and make plays. He transferred. A matter of fact, he transferred from UCLA when his defensive coordinator at the time was DeAnthony Lynn, who took the USC defensive coordinator job. So with DeAnthony Lynn, his style of defense is coming from the Baltimore style defense, with Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald, how they run their defenses. So he already understands playing coverages from a pro concept. You can use him as your nickelback in your defense.
Real quick, Emmanuel McNeil Warren had 401 snaps in the box, 198 in deep.
Is it really even do y'all think Devontae is gonna want a true free safety?
My question is though, how often
he started back up last week, Smoke? I don't know if he was in the space. Trey started back up, bro.
I heard him.
Wait, hold on. Somebody made a comment.
No, we talk about with Trail and AJ Brown. He started that back up again.
Oh my god. How often is he gonna be running like cover 1?
That's the beauty of it though, DT, is nobody knows what we're going to be doing. Like, even though the players that we do select might give you a good idea, I think that's the benefit Durante Jones and David Blau, that we are completely everyone's going in black and they have to guess essentially as to what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. Let
me put this Genesis up real quick.
I would love a true free safety because, for one, we always get burnt when we don't need to get burnt. And then we're always getting guys that always play in the box, but we never have a guy that's able to play over top consistently.
And this last year's tape?
Yeah, from this past season.
So I don't let me know if I'm because it looks like he's learning the position. That has this been his position like the last couple of years?
Yeah, from what I know, yeah, he always been. Both their safeties are interchangeable at Arizona. I will say that. But Kyle provided how many deep snaps did he have?
He had 451, but I can look up right here and see what his 2024 was.
Okay,
that looks like this year.
Yeah, that's this year. Yeah, because hold on. Matter of fact, is that not Ratcliffe, but because their quarterback number 47. That's 47. Yeah, I'm wondering the backstory behind.
So Smoke in 2024, he had 354 snaps in the slot, 218 deep, 135 in the box. In 2023, he had 205 deep, 11 in the slot, and 18 in the box. So by far, this year was the most that he's ever been playing deep snaps.
Yeah. He had an 88.5 coverage grade in 25. He's good in man. Over 1,700 career snaps. He's according to some scouts that I'm reading right now, it say he's inconsistent tackling with a 21% career missed tackle rate.
That's what that's what I was thinking as I was watching it when you first sent me. I don't think he's scared, right? Because he's coming up and he's feeling, right? But it's just when he gets there, it's just not a lot of power.
It's one of these plays.
Or technique. His technique is horrible.
Yeah, it's one of these plays when the camera from behind the line of scrimmage, the offensive line, you'll be able to.
He's a sponge tackler.
Let me see.
He's not afraid.
Yeah, like even that one right there. Like
he tackles like it's Turkey Bowl.
Nah, we tackle better than that.
But like, look at this right here. Like you
see what I'm saying?
You come up and you lay that wood, bro. That's
I don't think he's scared, but it's like he's not sure of how to tackle.
Yeah.
Like he's playing like he's eating Thanksgiving dinner later that night. He wants to have his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like even that, you see what I'm saying? It's like, so I'm not surprised at all at that missed tackle rate. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. 20.1 missed tackle rate is kind of high, and we're talking about that with our.
And you can see it. You can see it too.
Yeah,
that's a good play.
That's what DT just said. Like, that last line of defense, like, seemed like we always got a mistake, from that last line. So
that's much better.
And I do wonder if his tackling is the reason why they did put him deep, Deuce. Because having
he's coming up a lot. Like it's like he's not afraid to come up and get in there, but it's like when he gets there, like this last play right here was pretty good. But it's just like
But a lot of these are run fits. Are they showing him deep in coverage?
I don't see no deep coverage joints. Even that, like he was supposed to lay the wood on that joint.
Yeah.
This was a good one. That was a good play.
Me personally, I like Sturks and Johnson better.
This one right here, like he's supposed to lay the wood on this joint.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's my kid away. Coach King. This is the BYU game. I was at that game. Okay, what else you see?
What do you think about Sturks? That's a guy that can play.
He planned not to get hurt. I mean, like I'm not going to put that on him, right? I don't know for sure, right? But that's what it looks like, though. Like that's what it looks like. Like he's out there. Like it's the last game of his career. I mean, in college, and he ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like.
We didn't do anything on Jalen Husky. Nobody did Jalen.
Nah, nobody.
Now DT gonna talk about him at 209 though.
Look at this guy. We did that 4 weeks ago. Where you been at? Oh, talking centers.
He was too busy purring.
Yeah, he talking about center of attention.
Let me see. Y'all got anything on Deshaun Singleton before we get into the mock?
I didn't really watch him like that. I know he's from Nebraska.
Let me see if I can find something on X real quick.
I forgot to add that Zakee Wheatley is from Maryland. I like how DT includes that.
Only if it's
only if it's Virginia. Like
he don't do DMV.
No, I know.
Only if it's 757.
He was like from Woodbridge. I'm like,
that is so nasty to do that.
Oh man! All right, let me see what we got. Let me see if I can find something on X. These was a lot, man. Like Deshaun Singleton.
Do you want me to look up?
Yeah, see what you find. He went to the Senior Bowl. I see more Devin Singletary than everything. Oh, that's not it. That's not a decleat. They're talking about a decleat. That's not a decleat.
What position does he play?
I'm thinking he played
Nebraska. 6'3", 210 pounds. Was rated 285th out of 830 safeties. He had 209 deep snaps, 289 in the box. 132 in the slot, so he is definitely a chess piece you can move around.
He allowed the fifth least catch rate amongst Big Ten safeties, 55.2%.
6'3". I mean, that's the right look.
I can't find no media on him though. College is tough, bro.
He's ranked overall by PFF as 319th. Senior.
I don't even have like a interception in the Senior Bowl. He did do that off the tip pass. Caught a pit. It's like everything I'm seeing is basically from the Senior Bowl. I got something right here. Well, no, he's like kind of in the box. I don't want to see that. I want to see him kind of.
He is tall too, boy. Yeah, we don't have much, man. I can't really.
You got to think, Deuce. Like I know we're looking for a certain type of deep safety, but these good coordinators, man, when that ball's snapping, they rotate. Once that ball snap, it's like, does it really matter who's the deep guy as long as they know their assignment? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, and I think a lot of that is going to determine on that front seven. How much pressure are they generating and, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So, yeah. But I think a lot of these guys that we even covered tonight, you know, coached up well, they could do it. They could do it.
You're absolutely right, Smoke. Well, what is the quote that Durante Jones said? It's not where they line up, it's where they wind up. Right. And a lot of that is based on confusing the quarterback, which was one of my biggest gripes last year with Joe Witt. And it was very cookie cutter. It was very easy to see what we were doing. And it was very evident by what was happening last year on defense. They knew exactly what we were doing at all times. You have to bring confusion.
Oh, hang around, Gino. We're going to do wide receivers very soon.
That's gonna be an explosive episode.
Yeah. What's next, DT? I gotta look at the list. I don't even know what's next.
I got you. I'm looking at
wait, you talking about for next
What's
week?
up,
Next
Brock?
week.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you for coming through, man.
Should be wide
Appreciate
receiver.
all y'all.
Well,
Say it again.
It should be wide receivers next week.
Wide receivers next week.
Wide
That means
receiver-
that means we're not going. That means we're not going wide receiver in the first round because last year we didn't do tackles until the last one, and that's when we went with Connerly. So whatever we do last is what we're going in the first round.
Amara D-Lou should have a great year.
Yes, he should. He better. He better.
All right, let me get y'all the list. Let me see, because we got it lined up. I think it is wide receivers. But all right, man, let's get into this mock 5.0. Mock 5.
It's wide receivers next week, and then D line and mock draft the week after. So we only got 2 more position groups. My fault.
Go ahead, send them videos in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, send them in, man. Nah, for real though, send them in because Saturday I got a birthday party to go to.
I got you.
I got you, bro.
Free agency really messed this week up, DT.
All right, we're going to our mock.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Explain yourself, DT.
First of all, I'm absolutely shocked. I put this on consensus. Very shocked that David Bailey was there. So Jeremiah Love went 4. However, I had David Bailey, I had Sonny Styles, I had Caleb Downs, had the wide receivers, and I had Mansour Delane. It just felt like probably the easiest thing to do. I mean, yes, we have a need at wide receiver, but I also still feel like when you look at the edge room, you got guys that are on 1-year deals, and you potentially Dorrance Armstrong deal might be up afterwards. So you reinforcing, you're getting a guy that you can probably just rotate every now and then once the season starts to gradually get along, he then eventually becomes your starter. You took one of the best players right there. He was ranked 2 on the board, so I took David Bailey at number 7. Then at pick 71, I was looking at Ted Hurst.
Can we talk about David Bailey real quick before you get going?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I love the pick. We Smoke and I both picked Arvil Reese at this spot, right? And it's very similar to David Bailey, where with all the edge rushers you have added, if you do bring in David Bailey, you can have those specialized packages where you're not putting all the weight on the world on David Bailey to play every snap. You can move things around, and I think David Bailey in his first year could actually see a lot of success in those sort of situations. And they could really make your shark teeth on defense very sharp if you add him into the equation with that many athletes getting after the passer. I really like this pick.
Let me ask y'all something. I'm not saying he's Abdul Carter, and I'm not saying the other edges that we are Kayvon Thibodeau and Burns. But what I'm saying is the situation by having 2 legit pass rushers and Chatham and then Odafe Owe, adding Bailey to that mix, is that something similar to what the Giants had last year?
No.
Not comparing the players, but I'm just saying the situation.
The Giants still put him in 4 with 4-man down, and we're rushing with 4 and getting on his own. Where Durante Jones, he wants to exploit that offensive line to create those holes, those mismatches. And if you bring in David Bailey here, you wouldn't be putting him on just as a 4-man rush as a substitute, right? Like you'd be adding more to the equation to take eyes away from him to create those kind of openings and ability to be able to get after the passer without having to do much work. I think the Giants are very much a cookie cutter with what they like to do with their rushers, and that's where they were kind of putting him on the island to learn things a little bit more. Whereas I think Durante Jones would put David Bailey in more of those stunts with extra guys up front to cause the confusion, to create more unbalanced looks for the offensive line, to help him out and the other rushers. And I think that whatever you do defensive line, I think we're going to be very good, just specifically with what Durante Jones, I think, was going to do.
check this out, bro. Let's hold on right quick. Let's go through these comments right quick, right? Gino said, "What's up? What's jalapeno wide receiver Arizona State?" Right? We know what he's talking about, right? Look, Big Brock said, "Look, he's a bum." Right? He said, "Hey, Gino, what's up, Slim? Tyson some trash for number 7." Gino say, "Hey, for real?" He was like, "Okay, Brock, you know what? Y'all play Tyson highlights. I never seen him. Not on the wide receiver." He's like, "Play Tyson." Then he say, "I'm not messing with the wide receiver at 7. This defense been trash for too long." He said, "You don't need a wide receiver. Look at how you." Then he told him, "Don't pick me off tonight." He said, "I'm 5'2" OC.
Well, this ain't the pod for you, bro. You're gonna get ticked off tonight, especially at 71. Good gracious.
Go ahead, DT.
Yo.
No, he may not mind it at 71. He just said not at 7.
Yeah, he talking about that 7. He ain't messing with it.
I like where his mind's at. Because I think I'm hopping off the love train, boys.
There we go. He just got on there.
You don't.
Look at Smoke.
No. Like so. If Abdul Carter was drafted to Brian Flores, you think he'd be used the same as what you saw in the Giants?
No.
So that's why I kind of say I understand where Deuce is coming from. Where
I absolutely do too.
Solidified guys, yeah. So that I think what I mean. This is a luxury. Shout out to Mitch. Getting David Bailey at 7 is a luxury at this point right now. Alvin Reese a luxury. What I mean. Sonny Styles a luxury at this point. Jeremiah Love a luxury at this point. So there are some luxury. So to Big Brock, I understand. I'm not sure if you saw what we did this free agency. Stuff like that, but if they were to take a receiver at 7, don't crash out, bro. Just see what they did. These guys that we got are hungry, and they're gonna put it together, man. But I feel your pain at the receiver at 7, though. But
and one thing that we can't discount about what they do at 7 is you do have to look forward thinking, right? Like, because with wide receiver, what do they have long term as the number 1 option? Look, let's just say, hypothetically, if Terry doesn't return, what do you have at number 1 wide receiver right now? There's not really much there. Look at the running back position. Do we have anything besides past this year? What do we really have there? You have Bill, but that's really about it. If you look at edge, it's a similar kind of circumstance where I think the only one under contract after this season is Odafe Owe. And so in linebacker, I think this might be Frankie's last year. Jordan McGee and Kane Medrano were there, to your guys' point. So you do also have to look at past this year and not just what could possibly be transpiring this year. You do have to look forward thinking just a little bit.
And this is where I am too, Gino. Like, bro, I just don't look.
Yo. Oh my God.
Oh man.
You know how
man.
comments and stuff, and then you just kind of like just put a voice to it. I literally just put a voice to it.
It's probably like real raspy and deep and like rough. Like, Slim, look, no, Slim. Like, it's but nah, the Denzel Boston thing is gonna be interesting next week. I got to make sure one of y'all pull them up, because as we talk more and more about wide receivers, as the conversation in Commanders community begins to shift to wide receiver for probably the next couple weeks, right, until we get a pro day or something, his name is gonna start coming up even.
Where did he play? Where did Denzel Boston play?
He said I'm 100% crashing out if we pick a receiver. Oh man! All right, go ahead, DT. Skylar Bell.
All right, Skylar Bell. People who have left.
Oh, and FYI, that's the actual son of David Boston from the Cardinals back in the day.
Okay,
that's his son. Just FYI.
Wait, like Ohio State? David posted?
Yeah, the David Steiner played for the Cardinals, the wide receiver.
For real?
Yeah, that's his actual son.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Well, you know how I say it. But anyway, all right, so at pick 71, I had Ted Hurst, I had Joshua Joseph, Romello Heights, and I had Emmett Johnson. Now, I think if I would probably redraft it, I maybe probably would have took Emmett Johnson based on him being the highest running back and the scheme fit. He would fit perfectly with the zone blocking scheme. But I think with Skylar Bell, he's a guy that could play inside and out, and clearly there's some type of player that Adam Peters is looking when you look at the list of the guys they visited. Not only they're looking at guys that's like 6'2", 6'1", but they're looking at those 6'5", 5'11" guys that got some twitch in the passing game. And I think a guy like Skylar Bell would be very great with Jaden Daniels as his quarterback. At pick 147, I did get one of the guys we talked about today, Devon Marshall, a guy that can actually compete for the outside spot at corner. You watched the tape with him just playing against Florida State. Like, he had 9 deflections, dog. Like, he's one of those guys that I can see you can rotate a little bit in. Jagger Burden, great value. You get a center of the future, great rod score. I know people don't like that. Then you get Jalen Husky, add to the safety room, a versatile guy as well. And then, pick 223, I decided to let's see if I can get a running back on day 3, Le'Veon Musk. He do have a little bit of an injury history, but I think with a rotational change of pace back, he can be.
Jalen Husky at 349 snaps deep for Maryland, and I think he's a captain for Maryland, or if not, he was considered the leader of the defense.
Mm-hmm. I did a mock today, DT. I sent it to Deuce and where 7 I did Bailey, 71 Skylar Bell. No, matter of fact, when I got to 71, I traded back to 81 and like 124. So at 81, I was able to get Skylar Bell. And then I think with my second 6th round pick, I got Jalen Husky as well. So we kind of hit on 3 of the same guys in our draft and stuff like that. So
Skylar Bell's very similar, like used like a Puka kind of guy, navigating the middle of the field, has that big playability for you. Very, very fast guy. Was the heart and soul of that UConn offense. I like Skylar Bell a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaeger Burton, that's a dude that has phenomenal fundamentals as a center. He really has really good technique, doesn't get bullied a lot, very strong upper body, and has a good mass below him. Very balanced as a center. I like Jaeger Burton.
Yeah, I've been seeing him on my timeline the last 2 days a lot. Jaeger.
And the UK boys would love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all Burroughs talks about is Jaeger shots.
Hey, that comment right there, Kyle Lewis at 71. That's one of my favorite guys in this whole draft, bro.
All right, let me get back to these comments. They going crazy. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, Dog Tie locked in on Jennison Smith. Now he just throwing out random stats. That would be amazing. I've been tired of this offense wins championship model for years now. Did you see his last comment, Smoke?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
He carries it out.
I'm with you, Brock.
These players coming out, can you honestly say that they are generational talent? I think, Gino, you got to stop trying to find the next Sean Taylor. I think that'll make your life a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big simp. Look at what Philly did to us 1 game away. Couldn't guard a fly. I'm tired, Slim. You know he from DC.
him.
He's straight. He probably from South. He's straight from the heart of DC.
We also fumbled the game away too. We'll say that.
I hope so.
I'm with you, CD.
John Rando.
Mm.
I like how he spelled the name Rando.
No, he corrected it in another comment.
Okay.
I mean, that was cool too. I like Rando. I knew he was talking about.
It makes it sound bad.
Yeah,
At first, I was like, "Who's John Rando?"
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that's 71. That Kyle Lewis at 71.
Oh, so we had Damian Parsons on Interest Lab. He sees Kyle Lewis more like a safety, like a nickel safety.
I can see why he would say that because like the Nicky Manwari kind of transition, because that's what Kyle Lewis kind of showed, right? Smoke. I mean, of course he was an outside linebacker, but he was definitely used more so on the boundary.
Yeah. But hold on, Dog Tire, stop yelling at us. Put that thing in all caps.
What did radio say that?
LOL.
What did radio say the other day? Because radio loves Dog Tire. He was, what did he say? He said, "I'm going to start calling you Siri from now on."
Yeah.
All right, go to DT. The smoke's down the yard.
No, I didn't know. Bro, yeah, it is getting about that time. I say 10-10. Yeah, let me go and get to this World Baseball Classic. So, yeah, that's why I keep looking away. It's 2-1. So,
all right, go ahead, DT.
Go ahead with what?
Oh,
He
you finished the mark. You finished the mark?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
When he got the 187, he just lumped all the rest three in there.
Oh, that's why I was like, wait a second.
Jaeger Burton, yep, yeah, I did that. We need to send her Jalen Husky, yep, Merlin guy. Yeah,
I do have
battle through injuries, but he fits the run zone scheme. So yep.
Hey, look, man, look. I know I ain't trying to break the fourth wall, but we had 1:30. 1 hour 32 something minutes.
Yeah,
Man.
that's true.
I do want to ask this question: if this draft were to come down like this, and we were to get Jaeger Burton, are you comfortable with him competing for the starting center spot? And do you think he'd be starting game one?
Ooh,
I don't know about starting.
I don't think starting from day one. Like Allegretti would have to really lose it for him. I think Allegretti would be above average enough to hold off some guys. Now, could be injury and stuff. I could see a change of center. I mean, it depends on how the season go. Maybe like somewhere in the middle of the year if the kid gets some confidence and stuff up. But I don't see him, initially beating him straight off. Now, if he does, then Nick, you did all that talk for no reason, dog.
So I will say I will give him that. Like the preseason gonna be interesting to see. I just want to wait and see how the draft plays out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just want to wait to see how it plays out. But I just think it'll be very tough with Jaeger beating out Allegretti before the season starts. So
I'm with it.
All right, man. Let's get ready to get up. I'm sitting up here. I'm like, man, DT just chilling. Just ain't about. He ain't finished.
Just take a look at that film I sent you from Jaeger.
Yeah, he loves Genesis.
Oh, you just
Smith,
sent me something?
No, I sent it to the draft group. But we ain't got to review it right now because you know what I mean. But this is what I saw on my timeline the last day or two.
Oh, talking about Jaeger.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold up.
That dude can move, bro. Got good base. Good base. He my type of center.
Hold up a second. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah. In the meantime, Kyle, what you got on deck this week?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm just getting over free agency. Just keeping a lookout for another Burgundy zone, and we're gonna be pumping out these wide receivers this week, which should be a lot of fun. With such a coveted position. Keep an eye out on Twitter this week for uploading of wide receivers. I think that with this 4 group that we have here, we're going to be able to diagnose and dissect the wide receiver position fairly well.
DT, what you got this week?
We got the Ins and Out of the podcast premiering this week. Be on the lookout for anything Split Sports Media related from me, whether it's an article, video coming out. Also, tune in to Enters the Lab podcast. This Thursday, we'll be doing our first mock draft after the first week of free agency.
And what you got this week? Smoke.
Hey man, catch me Riddle Radio Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 to 10. I'm getting ready for March Madness though. I'm about to lock in totally something different. I love March Madness. My do better was play at Thursday, so yeah. Hey DT, I'm gonna try to get that stuff over to you. I'm glad we don't play to look like 2:50, so I'll be able to get home early that day and watch my Blue Devils, man. But yeah, catch me Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, on Riddle Radio.
I might make an appearance on Riddle Radio.
Yeah, man, make it happen. All right, here we go.
I ain't got school tomorrow because of the storm.
Oh, he can move.
Go back.
Wait, he all the way down there?
Yeah.
Lay on him. God dang it. That's a horrible rap. You got to lay on him. Look, lay on him.
Oh, did you see the Penn State one?
Oh, he get a second double.
Did you see the Penn State lineman? Smoke, did you see that video?
What?
The Penn State lineman when they were playing Maryland and he threw the dude on the ground.
Oh yeah,
Maryland.
Yeah.
Dude. I would have cried, man.
I think he got movement, man. Look at that block down and get to the next one.
Look at that, man. Talking about some final.
A lot of power. Oh yeah, he put that there. Yeah, he put that shoulder in his hip.
Oh, it's time for you to go to bed, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You turn that nightlight on.
Look at this. He put that in his hip. Look. Yeah, I love that. He put that in his hip.
Yeah. Oh, that's against Nick Barrett. Barnett. Big 93.
That's a good base. That's technique right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's technique
Very
right
structurally sound.
Yeah, that's technique.
Look at that, not moving an inch, man.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Oh yeah.
Don't lie, bro.
This center class, dude, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of guys, quality guys in this draft. This is a great draft to need one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Look at this. Nick Alley Spaghetti.
Yo.
We're gonna do that next week, Paul. We're gonna do that next week. Brock. Yam, what's good, Yam?
Yeah, me.
Yeah. He said, please mention Kyle. Please mention Jacoby name.
We'll get to him, man. We got to him next week. We got you, man. I like Jacoby Lane as a flash in the pan, explosive kind of guy.
Look at him shoot me a list. Go to bed. Wait, yeah, get up in the morning. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
When is Easter, dude? When is Easter?
It's early. It's real
early, right?
Yeah,
it's 3 weeks
this year.
I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we should, because I think we only got 2 more position groups.
All right, then we
which is crazy.
Yeah,
because last year we did tackles. I think the third week of April.
I think we started later last year.
Yeah, we started early. Yeah, we started late.
I mean, we went a little further in the playoffs.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But we'll figure something out because we probably we do the mock. Actually, before maybe we'll do the defensive alignment and then kind of go back to some players that we didn't discuss and profile regardless of the position, and do that show. Then the following show we can do like a mock or something.
We could also do best of.
That works too.
Thank you, sis. Appreciate you.
It's a fifth.
Thanks, T.
You're right on time, sis.
All right, man.
Logan
Rhythm Radio tomorrow, 8 a.m. on X from 8 to 10. Come through Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And also tomorrow, we're starting to look at every free agent. So at 7:35, we're looking at Leo Chanel and Charles O'Menahue. Looking to have a Chiefs reporter on to give us some context with those two guys. And that's at 7:35 tomorrow. Unc said pull up. DT. Unc said pull up.
As long as you ain't snoring up there.
You're supposed to have strong winds and all that other stuff.
Yeah, kids got 2-hour early dismissal tomorrow.
We out tomorrow. I just got the word.
Yeah.
What y'all getting? Snow or something?
Man, they talking about tornadoes.
Huh?
Yeah, tomorrow should be heavy winds, like that 270 miles per hour, like in the evening.
270.
That's what I heard on the radio.
270?
I guess maybe it was.
Bro, what are we? Wizard of Oz? Like
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know what the radio saying. I don't know. Man.
I'm taking off tomorrow, man. Yeah. I've been contemplating. I don't care if my service manager watching. Hey, if you're watching, I'm taking off tomorrow.
The practice bubble's gonna be flying away tomorrow.
Nah, you all good, Big Vic. Big Vic Eats. You all good, bro. Shout out to them, man. All right, we about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for taking the time. We know your time is very valuable. You spend it with us. We absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. No beat, no sound, no heart. No one beat, one sound, one heart, one love. Big Brock, you are taking me through. You made me mess up my
Yo.
in the radio comment. All right, man. Peace out.